Hi everyone, Natalie Jacoby here with Realty from Orlando, Florida. I am here with John Boulderson from Platinum Home Inspection, who is the co-owner and president of the company. So welcome, John.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here. So let's talk a little bit about home inspections. What types of home inspections are there?
Okay, so starting off, you're going to have your standard home inspection, which everybody's probably somewhat familiar with. That's going to basically look at the plumbing system, the electrical system, the structure of the unit, the grounds, looking for trip hazards and so forth. But then we get more elaborate into pool and spa. We can check well inspections, we can do water well testing, we can do septic systems. Anything associated with a home inspection, we're going to provide that in-house.
For current homeowners, what are some tips that you have that they should look out for in regards to maintenance on their current home?
Great question. I'm happy to talk on this one as well. So I'd say 90% of the issues we're finding in these residential inspections is lack of maintenance, okay? Maintenance is probably the biggest upkeep of a homeowner. So talking things in regards to caulking your windows. I have a quick diagram that just shows you where you're going to be wanting to caulk around windows on the exterior of the home. We can talk about keeping the pits around the house where you don't have gutters and your rainwater is just flushing down and beating down on the ground surface below it. That's decaying a void, so to speak, and after time you're just getting a lot of the water that's penetrating into the ground and into the subspace of the foundation, So you want to keep aware of that and fill those areas to prevent them from creating those voids and moving that water away from the house. This is why gutters are ideal. A lot of homes in Florida, as much rain as we have, we don't have gutters. A lot of homes don't have gutters. Obviously some do, but not all do. And we highly recommend gutters for the fact of that way you can divert the water away from your foundation. It's very important to do that. So this is another big one. We have a lot of bushes around our home and trees and vegetation, things like this, and it's important to keep that away from the house. You don't want it touching the structure of the building. What happens is when you have it on the building or over the roof, you have issues with insects and squirrels or rodents, etc., that can crawl onto the roof and cause problems for you, obviously, in your home. In addition to the moisture held onto the leaves or the branches absorbing into the stucco. Most homes in Central Florida you're going to find are going to be stucco, and that water will penetrate through that stucco and cause some water damage to the property. So keep an eye on that. You want to keep all of the brush at least 12 inches away from the structure.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you so much for those tips.
Of course.
What's the age life of a roof? Can we talk a little bit about that?
So, majority of roofs you're going to see in Central Florida are going to be an architectural shingle. The average life expectancy of a architectural shingle in Central Florida is going to be about 10 to 15 years. So that's average. Doesn't mean you can't get more, doesn't mean you're not going to get less. That is the average life expectancy in Central Florida is 10 to 15 years for an architectural shingle. Obviously, if you go metal or you go tile or clays, these are going to give you longevity a little bit more, maybe up to 25 plus years, sometimes more. But definitely most roofs that we're seeing in Central Florida are architectural shingles.
Awesome. All right, thank you. And what is an average cost of a home inspection?
So your average cost, again, there's a lot of variables that come into play with the home inspections in regards to location, square footage of the home, the price of the home. So there are some variables, but typically on a house about 2,000 square feet, you're going to be looking around the $500 ballpark range. Obviously, the more ancillary services that you're adding to the home inspection, we can work with you and get you guys better deals and keep it in that ballpark and include 4 points, wind mitts, pool and spas, etc. So you're in the average ballpark price about $500.
I want to talk a little bit about home insurance inspections. Can you touch base on home insurance inspections?
Yeah, another great question. Thanks for bringing it up. So we could talk about some of the insurance inspections. Basically, if you're going to be mortgaging the home, you're going to be required to have a wind mitigation and/or a 4-point inspection. Okay, so when we're doing that, it's basically your 4 points, your 4 main components of the home: the electrical system, the plumbing system, the roof, and the structural of the unit as well. Then you also have your wind mitigation, which is more associated with the hurricane strappings of the roof and how it's strapped down to the walls and basically the foundation of the home itself. But remember, if you are mortgaging the home, that's something you want to keep in mind and more than likely you're going to be required to have. So have us come out and do a it the first time around rather than coming back out, because we will have to add for an extra trip charge.
Yeah, all right, that's a great point.
Yeah.
If people have any more questions or would like more tips, John, where can they reach you at?
Yes, please reach us at PlatinumHomeInspectionsLLC.com is our website, so please have a look at our website there. Talks a lot about our services and reviews. In addition to that, you can contact us at 352-888-3000. That'll reach us direct, and we're happy to help if anybody has any technical questions, or if you need any services, please look us up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.